Virgo, welcome to your tarot reading for April 2024. We begin with the Four of Pentacles in the past position. This suggests a period where stability and security were really significant factors in your life and on your mind. You may have been really focused on building a solid foundation, whether that was financial, emotional, or material, or all of those things. This card can also indicate a tendency towards holding on to possessions or clinging to a sense of control. You possibly in the past were hesitant to take risks or make changes due to a fear of loss or instability. And I'm definitely getting this sense, especially in combination with some of the other cards here, that you were really holding on tightly to something in order to try and maintain a sense of control that I think maybe deep down you didn't feel that you had. This may have left you feeling really hesitant to make changes or take risks or change your situation for yourself, even though you may have sensed something wasn't quite working due to this fear of loss or fear of entering into an unstable kind of energy. In the present position, we have the Three of Swords. This indicates that you might be currently experiencing some pretty tough feelings like heartache, sorrow, or emotional pain. This could be due to a recent breakup, loss, or betrayal, and you may be feeling quite deeply hurt and struggling to come to terms with the pain that you're experiencing. It's important to acknowledge and process these emotions rather than suppress them, as healing can only come through acceptance and understanding. And strangely, I almost like this pairing of cards here because I'm getting the sense here that you were perhaps clinging to something that maybe wasn't working or wasn't entirely good for you in some way, that made you feel insecure or unstable. That being in the past and then seeing this Three of Swords in the present, I'm getting the sense that maybe you did finally decide to let go of whatever this was, to relinquish that tight grip you're holding on to something. And this has maybe led you into these feelings of loss or heartbreak in the present moment. But I'm definitely getting the sense that that was the right decision for you. And even though it might be making you feel a little unstable presently, in the long run, working through this energy, accepting it, you're going to come to a much better place. You're going to understand yourself better, and you are going to regain that sense of stability that perhaps someone else was robbing you of in some way. In the position of the challenges that you might face this month, we have the Strength card. And it really makes sense coming after these other cards here. You might encounter some difficulties related to inner strength and courage this month. You might be facing situations that really require you to tap into your inner reserves of patience, resilience, and compassion. This card encourages you to find that balance between gentle persuasion and assertiveness in dealing with challenges. It's really important that you assert yourself this month, but be gentle in the way you do that. You may need to confront your fears or your insecurities, and you're being advised to remember that you're very much capable of doing that. You can really overcome obstacles. You do have a lot of strength here. Even though this is showing up in the challenge position, the fact that it's showing up at all is a reminder of how strong you are. And gentleness is such a huge part of this card here as well. Yes, assertiveness, yes, speaking your mind and standing your ground, but also doing that with a lot of gentleness and compassion as well. And that can be towards yourself or towards someone else, towards the situation in general. Have a lot of compassion and gentleness with the way that you deal with whatever's going on this month. You really have a lot of inner strength and courage. You might be feeling challenged to see that right now, especially maybe moving through some of this difficult energy, but you absolutely do have the resilience to deal with this. It's just time to be really gentle with yourself as you remind yourself how strong you really are. In the position of opportunities that await you this month, we have the Five of Pentacles, kind of a curious card to have in this position. But it's indicating that despite the challenges that you are facing, there's opportunities for growth and improvement around you right now, particularly in the material or financial aspects of your life. This card suggests that help or support may be available to you, even if it's not immediately obvious. It's encouraging you to seek assistance if needed and to focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on difficulties. There may be hidden blessings or resources that you're overlooking, so stay open to unexpected sources of assistance or abundance this month. So having this card in this position of opportunities really changes the energy here, where in another position, it might highlight this feeling of poverty, either financial, emotional, or material. But because it's showing up in the opportunity section of your reading, it's saying there is help available to you, that there's abundance and blessings built into whatever is happening here. And I kind of love seeing that in relationship to that Four of Pentacles here, where you may be feeling a bit financially unstable right now. And especially if you've made a decision that has led to some loss or heartbreak that's requiring you to really tap into your inner courage right now, it may be making you feel a little bit unstable materially. But there's some hidden blessings in whatever's happened here. And I think it has to do with you deciding to let go of control a little bit. Paradoxically, letting go of control materially and financially is going to bring in more abundance for you, this card is saying. You might need to seek assistance right now, and you certainly should be really focused on moving forward, finding solutions rather than dwelling on this energy. It's a time to really keep pushing. And there are opportunities here for a lot of growth and improvement in your material realm. In the position of the advice for this month, we have the Two of Wands. So this is suggesting that now is the time to take action and make decisions with confidence and foresight. You have the potential to head out on a new journey right now, or pursue opportunities that really align with your long-term goals and ambitions. This card encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace your personal power and your leadership abilities even. Really trust in your intuition and your vision for the future right now, and be willing to explore new possibilities with optimism and enthusiasm. So this reading's really indicating this period of transition and growth here, despite any emotional pain you might be experiencing. By tapping into your inner strength and seeking support when it's needed, and then taking really decisive action as well, you can really navigate through this time with renewed resilience and determination. And that's ultimately going to lead to greater stability for you and a lot more fulfillment in the future. I love to see that. I really love this story that's happening here. I really see you making decisions right now that are going to lead you into a better place, where you're going to feel a lot more stable and secure in a number of ways. Your Moonology card for this month is the North Node, and it says step out of your comfort zone. And what did we just say with this card? This card is so much about stepping out of your comfort zone. So I very much get the sense that you need to leave something behind here, make a decisive choice to do so, start exploring new horizons for yourself that definitely represent a feeling of stepping out of your comfort zone. So when this Moonology card comes up, it's saying there's a strong feeling that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing that thing that scares you, and within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you're thinking about right now. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you are meant to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap here, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? This card, when it's coming up, is asking you to remind yourself that I know I'm headed in the right direction. This card can mean that you're actually headed towards something that feels like destiny, and you might need to face a fear and get over it in order to head towards that destiny. It's time to really stand on your own 2 feet, possibly time to stop obsessing about someone or something and start moving yourself forward, because there's something that you are meant to do, a situation that you're meant to be in, and it's going to require you to leave the past behind. And I very much get the sense that you are doing that this month. It's making you feel a little unstable and insecure, certainly processing some feelings of loss or perhaps heartbreak. But remember, there's a couple of cards here in your reading, at the end of your reading here, that's saying, if you do this, if you relinquish control, allow yourself to process the feelings of pain and loss that come out of this, you're going to be headed in a much better direction. Not just a better direction, but one that ultimately feels like you've ended up somewhere you were destined to be, and it required you to leave something behind. And it could be something that you've been thinking about leaving behind for quite a while. Once you do make that decision, you are going to be so happy you did, and you are going to be asking yourself, why did I wait so long to do it? So it's time to move into your new future here. It's time to really start seeking out new horizons for yourself. Tap into your inner strength. And remember, there are blessings built into whatever is happening here. You're headed to a lot more stability and security. And it might not feel like that right now, but you are destined for something better. Really powerful energy this month for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.